my friends. Home before sundown. I told you we could do it.
I didn't mind. A wager's a wager. You win, you drink. Yes, Jacopo, with time to spare. But remember, always be on time for your banker, Jacopo. It's only politeness. Besides, you never know when he might come in useful.
Who are you? Can you hear me? Who sent you to kill me?
Monte Cristo.
Yes, I'm Monte Cristo. Quickly, who sent you to kill me?
Monte Cristo sent me. Monte Cristo sent.
Monte Cristo sent him to kill Monte Cristo? What does he mean?
Jacopo's aim was too good. Now, perhaps we shall never know. It was very good of you to come, Monsieur Gabriel. But I can't imagine why you were so astounded to receive my message.
Because I don't understand how you could be back in France. You can't be sitting there. You just can't.
I assure you I am. Although I certainly wouldn't be if Jacopo's aim hadn't been quite so accurate.
What's that?
Oh, it's only a flesh wound. Dismiss it. Why is it so astonishing that I'm sitting here?
Because you're in Albania.
Albania? Why should I be in Albania?
Monsieur, you yourself instructed me from Albania to transfer those funds to the Bank of Tirana. Here, I'll show you. See for yourself.
3 million louis?
That was the first draft 6 weeks ago. Then 2 weeks later, you'll remember, there was another draft for 5 million louis.
No, I don't remember.
What? You don't remember 8 million louis?
I wouldn't be likely to forget a sum like that, Monsieur Gabriel, if I had drawn it.
But you did draw it, Monsieur le Comte. Here is your signature, your seal.
I'm afraid not. But a very clever forgery.
Forgery? You mean someone has been... We must take steps immediately. Call the police, notify the authorities.
No, Monsieur Gabriel. The authorities have already been here once today on a little matter of attempted assassination.
Assassination?
There's more to this than mere forgery. I'd like to meet this Count of Monte Cristo who seems so eager to spend my money.
You'll go to Albania. That's right, Monsieur le Comte. And you'll confront this impostor face to face, immediately.
Yes, but I won't confront him immediately. First, I want to call on an old friend. Rico, Jacopo. We are paying a visit on Baron Lotta, the ruler of Albania.
And the other Count of Monte Cristo.
Please, don't be alarmed, mademoiselle. And please, forgive the intrusion.
What are you doing here? Who are you?
A friend of your father's, and of yours, mademoiselle. My friends and I apologize for this unceremonious entrance.
I repeat, monsieur, what are you doing here?
I'm seeking information. First, why is the once gay city of Tirana deserted, except for military police? Second, why is this house surrounded by soldiers?
Because I'm under house arrest, monsieur.
House arrest? What for?
For being my father's daughter. Who are you asking such questions?
I'm the Count of Monte Cristo. Since I'm an old friend of your father's, I hardly expected such a warm reception, mademoiselle.
What did you expect? That I would throw myself at your feet and beg for my father's life? Or has Hassan Ben Ali had him killed already?
Hassan Ben Ali?
Your friend and ally. Well, isn't he? Where would he be without your money?
Thank you, mademoiselle. You have given me the information I need.
What information?
A few weeks ago, in Paris, someone tried to kill me. I also learned that my name had been forged on some large drafts drawn on a bank here in Tirana. Naturally, I was anxious to know who was using my name and my money.
What do you expect to gain by these elaborate lies?
They are not lies. Ritza.
Ritza. Only my father calls me Ritzer.
Your father and his closest friends. It must have been 15 years since I met you. But the real Count of Monte Cristo has not forgotten your pet name.
But if you're the real Count, who is this man who is working with Hassan Ben Ali? He calls himself Monte Cristo.
Exactly. But have you ever seen him? Has your father ever seen him?
No, I'm sure he hasn't. But of course, that's why they took father away. Because he'd have known this man to be an impostor.
Took him away?
Yes, in the dead of night. If you only knew, monsieur, what it has been like here. Our people tortured and killed. A reign of terror in Albania.
And this man who calls himself Monte Cristo is behind it all.
He and Hassan Ben Ali. I don't know what they're doing with father now. What tortures they may be putting him through.
Where is Hassan Ben Ali's headquarters?
The fortress, on the hill to the north of the city.
We'd never get near it dressed in these clothes.
I know what you mean, Jacopo. Ritzer, are there any guards within call?
Why, yes. There are always 3 on this floor.
3? How convenient. All right, you can help us. Open the door and call the guards.
Call the guards? What are you going to do, monsieur?
Just do as I tell you. Open the door and call the guards.
Very well, monsieur. Guards! Guards! Come quickly! Guards!
What's the matter? Do we take it straight in or do we leave it here?
What's in there?
I don't know, but it's alive.
Alive? Open it up! See that they remain asleep quite some time.
My dear Hassan, you know I'm not a military strategist. Anyway, this draft will take care of the next arms shipment.
Good. Good. Now my conquest of Albania is assured.
Our conquest, Hassan. You haven't forgotten why I've been kind enough to supply you with all this money?
If I had, no doubt you would have kept me reminded. No, my friend, I have not forgotten our bargain. We shall rule Albania together.
That's all I wanted to hear. Well, I must be getting back to my own house. I have a lot of things to attend to.
Of course. When shall we meet again?
Very soon. After all, I have an investment to protect. That last delivery of arms. You're satisfied so far?
The rifles are good, but I still have barely enough for my men here in Tirana.
The major shipment is due in the port of Durazzo tomorrow. What I promise, I deliver.
If you did not, you and I would hardly have any further need for one another, would we, my dear Monte Cristo?
What about Baron Lothar?
He's still in the Tirana prison. He has the ear of the peasants, and if necessary, we can force him to help us to win them over. Order the Count's horse, fellow.
Did you hear anything?
Yes, and I know the man who's using my name. He's the Duc de Bonville, banished from King Louis's court several years ago.
Then we expose him.
And get ourselves shot? No. There's an arms shipment to be dealt with and Baron Lothar to rescue. Come, quickly.
I have a word about the shipment tonight. There's no reason to think it won't be on time.
Guards! Guards! What happened? Quick, man, what happened?
3 soldiers attacked us.
Soldiers? My soldiers?
3 in uniform.
Spies. Sergeant! Sergeant of the guard!
Yes, what is it, Your Excellency?
There are 3 men, spies, large in the city. Search the city! Search the fortress! A bag of gold for each of their heads!
Yes, Excellency.
Protection? New government? Did we ever ask for protection? Or a new government? We were all happy when Baron Lothar was at the head of things. What right has this Hassan Ben Ali to force his way on us? He and that foreigner, Count of Monte Cristo.
I'd guard my tongue a bit, landlord, if I were you. Speak of your betters might get you into trouble, you know. Get us some wine. Yes, I agree with you, Jacopo. It isn't pleasant to hear your name reviled like that. Duke de Bonville will have a lot to answer for, to me and to the good people of Albania. Here's Rico. What did you find out, Rico?
This so-called Count of Monte Cristo lives in a palatial mansion overlooking the square. Must have cost a pretty penny of your money.
What about the prison?
It's grim and well guarded. It'll take quite a bit of breaking into.
We must rescue Baron Lotta somehow. We must do it today, before the new shipment of arms arrives. Ah, the wine. By the way, have you heard about the spies at large in the city?
Who hasn't?
We haven't caught them yet, you know. We've all got to keep our eyes open. That means you too, landlord. Any suspicious-looking customers been in here today?
None at all.
Yeah, landlord.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you.
Now, about breaking into the fortress.
Well, Edmond, what about breaking into this fortress?
I think we'll start by having you two on the inside, ready to break out.
Wine. Lots of it.
Very good, gentlemen.
I'll see you later, my friends.
Call yourself a soldier.
Come. What is this?
Report from the captain in charge at Baron Lota's house, Excellency. It explains how these spies obtained their uniform.
Where is the captain?
Outside, Excellency. And Baron Lota's daughter is with him.
Send them in here at once. So you are responsible for the fact that 3 spies are at large in the city. Knowing them to be enemies, you deliberately concealed them. You refuse to tell my captain who they are. But you will tell us.
Us?
The Count of Monte Cristo and myself. You will tell us. Answer! Stubborn. Like father, like daughter, eh? Very well. We may be able to persuade your father to see the light, rather than have you face a firing squad and throw in his lot with the future dictator of Albania. Take her to the Tirana prison, and see that Baron Lota knows that his daughter is now another of my guests.
de paix. Duc de Bonville.
You can go to bed, Miklos. I shall be doing some work.
I did not understand the meaning of this.
Well, the meaning is clear enough. It's the Count of Monte Cristo's authority for me to talk with the two spies they're holding in custody.
It is not Hassan Ben Ali's authority. It'll be on my neck if I allowed it.
It will be on your neck if you don't. Quickly, man, I don't have all evening.
All right. You may go in. There they are. Talk to them.
Well, my braves, are you ready to talk now?
Talk? What is there to talk about?
Many things. The third man who was with you, where is he? What's his name? And what are you doing in Albania? I expect answers for these questions.
He can't talk to you. He hasn't got any tongue.
Then you will talk.
I'll talk when I'm good and ready.
Well, jailer, suppose there's nothing to be gained by talking to these men. What we need here is some action. Drop your arm. Over here. Now move, in there.
Get it.
All of you.
And you. Hassan Ben Ali will hear of this.
I'm sure he will. Here, Jacopo. Watch him. Get Baron Lothar.
Yes, and Maritza, too.
What, Maritza here?
She's in the next cell.
You won't slap my face this time.
My father.
Come along.
Father!
My daughter, my little Ritza. Monte Cristo.
Good evening, Baron.
What does this mean? You with this man?
He is our friend, Father.
Friend? He was once. I could not believe it when I heard you were in league with Hassan.
We've made a terrible mistake, Father. He is our friend.
But I still don't understand. First, the Count of Monte Cristo takes over my country, then has me jailed.
I'll explain everything. First, we've got to get out of here. Come on.
Jacopo.
Come in, my friend.
Who are you?
I am the Count of Monte Cristo. Since you appropriated my name, I felt entitled to borrow the use of your study.
I admire your audacity, Monte Cristo, in coming here, but I can't say I admire your intelligence. You see, I had some use for the real Count of Monte Cristo while he was not in Albania, but now that he is here, well, only one Count of Monte Cristo can remain alive.
Hold it a minute, gentlemen. You might kill each other. Then I should never know who this gentleman is.
I am the Count of Monte Cristo.
The Count of Monte Cristo? Two of you? What nonsense is this?
No nonsense, Hassan. This man is the Duc de Bonville, using my name and my money for your purposes.
He's lying, Hassan. Pay no attention. He's lying.
Am I? This ring bears his monogram. I found it in his desk.
What does it matter? What do I care who the Count of Monte Cristo is now? The shipment of arms arrives tomorrow, then who cares which of you is which? I have no need of either of you then.
You're wrong, Hassan.
Am I? With the country mine, you didn't really think I'd share it with either of you, did you?
No, but the country is not yours. Neither is the shipment of arms.
You're in no position to be humorous, my friend.
I'm not being humorous. Once I learned from your ally where the shipment of arms was to arrive, it was an easy matter to intercept it. And luckily, the ship was 12 hours ahead of time.
What's he saying?
Believe me, I don't know. He's lying. He must be lying.
What's that?
That's your arms shipment in the hands of Baron Lotter and his men. Within 1 hour, Tirana will be free again. Not one step further.
I see you got the situation under control, Edmond.
As well as it could be expected. How are things on the streets of Tirana?
It is almost over, Edmond. I can never begin to express my thanks. You have done so much.
Your people are free again. That's all it matters now.
And we'll show them our 2 prize exhibits.
We won't press our thanks on you, monsieur. But if you'll stay on in Albania, we'll try to prove our gratitude to you.
Thank you, little Ritza.
Thank you, Jacopo.
Thank you, Ritza.